Traders, I want to show you what's possible here. This is the history of this account. I started with $10,000 and I'm mainly interested in, see the 28th, that's yesterday. Right, so I opened a bunch of trades yesterday from this point onwards. Now prior to that, you can see I was messing around here. Okay, 150, 170, I don't know, less 100. So it gives me about a $60 or $70 profit value above the 10. Okay, so it started with 10,000. Messing around with this, okay, brings me in front about $70 or whatever, okay, thereabouts. With a balance of 10,070 on the 28th, that's yesterday, I kicked off Asian session. Started off with a 1% trade here and then decided to change. And I went with 0.5% risk per trade. So, and you can see the date, 28th to the 8th, 28th to the 8th, 28th. And then the 29th continued on. All right, 28th and 29th. Today's the 29th. All right, 2 days. And ended up all up $600 in front on a $10,000 account, right? So I'm just including that $70 initial advantage, right? So let's just call it, it's not nearly a 7%. It's a 6% gain in 2 days. So what did I do? I've been messing around with this for a bit, and then I decided to put it to the test, see how we shape up with it. And the bottom line is, it's the same strategy I've always traded, but with a slight difference. The view is, or the goal is, day trade, intraday trade. Okay, day trade. So I'm going to be looking to open a basket of trades into each session. The Asian session, I'll open a basket of trades, and I may or may not shut them down into the London session. It just depends on the day. Early in the week, I might keep them going. All right, later in the week, I might shut them down. So it's a basket of trades that may or may not shut down at the end of each session as we move into the open, the London Open, for example. I may shut down all the Asian session trades, right, depending on the day and market conditions. Then I'll open a bunch through the London Open, possibly look to close them, most likely, well, sometimes into the New York Open, and I might let them run overnight, right? So that's one idea. And then the next thing is, we open trades Monday, okay, Tuesday, and we leave them running. Wednesday, we open more and we leave them running. And then we look to wind down Thursday and Friday. So just depending on, look, what I'm seeing in the markets, I may or may not shut down each basket of trades at the end of a session. So day trade / intraday. And the idea is to open a bunch. It's a basket of trades. Now you notice in VIP today we closed a basket of trades, a whole bunch of them, at the end of the Asian session, right? So that's kind of the idea. Open up a stack, and it doesn't matter where they're at. If it's in profit, okay, we shut them down and we secure profits, and then we look for another basket of trades potentially. Now the strategy with this is 30-minute chart, maybe a 1 hour. I like the 30, and what we're going to do is we're going to open up this indicator down here, go to the settings, and I'm going to take out the weekly and the daily. All right, so we go down to the weekly and daily, go OK. Okay, so you can see now that the weekly and the daily have disappeared off this chart. I only want the 4H, the 2H, the 1H. I'm mainly interested in the 4 and the 2. All right, the reason for taking out the daily is, well, it's a lower time frame, 30-minute chart, and I'm looking for day trade / maybe intraday. What this is doing, this indicator down here, it's picking up my cloud. And if we look at a daily, not so much. See this through here, that's trending up on the daily time frame, but the cloud will read that this is still in a bearish market. So if you're swing trading, then you'll want the weekly and the daily to be in here, okay? But we're day trading / intraday, right? So I just want to take them out because when it's trending up, it's probably still under the cloud in some cases, but we're looking for a lower time frame trade. So this here is what I'm interested in here. This range through here, I'm looking for buy opportunities all through here. So that's the reason. Don't use these indicators on the higher time frames. We only, down the bottom here, this and this indicator we only use on a 30-minute time frame or less. There's a reason for that. Let's just go back down to a 30. So you really only need one chart I mean, you can open up another chart if you like, but we only need a 30-minute. So basically, I mean, it's the same strategy as always. It's just with a slight difference. You know, you can scrunch the chart up, and what we want to see is that this is heading in that direction, or bullish, right? We want to see a combination of these two indicators on the chart down here. And it's going to be a benefit to you if the H4 and the H2 are red more than anything. So if these guys are red and you see this bar, we're going to be looking for a very simple strategy. We're looking for an entry on the pullbacks. So what we do is we plot the trend. I mean, you can go to a 1 hour if you want. Let's just have a look at this. This cloud here, that's the high of the cloud on the 30-minute. What does it look like on the 1 hour? It's probably the low. Midway, okay. Yeah, I mean, look, you could do it on a 1 hour chart. Let's do that. The 1 hour is easier to read. The 30-minute, I mean, it's a very busy chart. There's a lot more, going on here. So you can scrunch that up and consider the 1 hour, because what I'm looking to do is set my stop loss around the high of this cloud more than anything. And on the 1 hour, that's kind of midway through the cloud, right? So let's just run with the 30-minute time frame. Scrunch it up, and that'll give you the swings on the hourly chart. So we just look at the swings. Price, well, swing high, swing low, retrace, high, low, retrace, right? Very simple concept. You want to look at these swings. We're looking at the range, the previous price swing high to low, and then the pullback. High, low, and then the pullback. Have a look at that on the 1H. What does it look like? Yeah, you can flip between the 30 and the 1H. See? That's the 1H. They're the 1H swings there. Simple as that. Okay, I'll explain this indicator here. What this does, it looks at the 4 hour and the daily, and it brings them together, and they both have to have a strong bearish momentum. If that's the case, you're going to see this indicator on the chart. Now, it does repaint, and that's fine. But even if you see it flashing on and off, it's telling you that the momentum is favoring, in this case, bearish. That can flash on and off here. That doesn't matter. Like if I'm looking at this trade here, like we sell there, for example. Now, that was a sell. I want to see that this has been previously painted on the chart, and it's on there. So all through this trend here, with this indicator showing on the chart, and the 4H, all right, and the 1H, or the 2H, I should say, these two mainly are red. We're gonna run with it, right? Yesterday I just ran through all of these, and I found some opportunities. This was the outcome: a $600 day, so 6%, not 7%. I read that as 7% earlier. A 6% outcome in 2 days. Now, you can grow your prop firm account pretty quickly with this, and what we're doing is we're opening a basket of trades, not just one. So and you can see some of these stops got hit, and the idea with that is, I mean, look, there's times when everything's going hunky-dory, and then all of a sudden it just decides to shift gears. But if you've got a basket of trades open, the other trades will compensate. Some of these will get taken out, and that's all right. So the basket of trades compensates for any stops being hit. You can see there was a few stops. There you go. Oh, no, these... I just shut down the basket of trades. That's why these are minimal. They were just slightly in negative. No, that's not a stop loss. These two are stop losses here, 50-50, all right, $50, $50. Oh, and I've been setting the target at 1.5, 1 to 1.5 by default. So that's why these are, around $70, and the stop loss hit was around $50, right, give or take. 70, 80. Oh, that one ran a bit longer, but... Okay, so coming back here, I ended up shutting down the whole basket of trades from wherever. I just closed them all into the London Open, and that was that. But the basket of trades, that's the trick. Okay, it's a simple matter of, you can run through this list, and does it stack up or doesn't stack up? We can do that in a minute. Right. Now, the other thing that you want to do with this is you want to have, I'm testing another indicator here, but you want to have these alerts going off on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, see the red triangle? You want to have that alert. So you want to see a bunch of red triangle alerts in here. They can be firing, and you've got a whole bunch of them in here. What you do is you just click on them, come into the chart, and you'll come in after the fact. So the alert went off here, but you might come in, 3 or 4 hours later, or 5 or 6, 8 hours later. And, because there's an alert, click on it, it brings you in, there's the alert, and then, you're however many hours later, and that might be where you are, right? So then you know that you're going to be pulling your Fibonacci and taking the trade. How do we know to get involved? Okay, and then I'll show you that. Well, let's just set an alert so I can show you that. I would start from the top of the list, click the Aussie CAD, 30-minute chart, it's the trend channel, and you're going to want both of these. Now, these alerts, one of them is generally, the first one is generally a shift in structure, and the second one is usually a break of market structure. And, you want the 4 hour to be red, so you're only going to be taking sell opportunities, right? So come in here, click the 3 dots. If you're interested in this, by the way, guys, down here, DM me, you'll see my link. My website's currently undergoing some major changes. I've got someone working on that, and it's out of action at the moment. But you can DM me or join my free Telegram channel. All right, the link's in the description. Go there, and then if you go to the pin message and you want access to the indicators and VIP, you can go up there, and there's options for you to join VIP. All right, or just join the free one if you like. But you can gain access to this. It's available today, and I'll be working with this strategy consistently moving forward. I'm going to quickly set up this 3 dots, add alert. Okay, go over here and remove sound. Notify in app is best. If you've got a phone, you can set up Tradingview, the app on your phone, and be notified so you don't miss anything. And then settings, cloud break 1, right? Once per bar, create. Come back in and set up cloud break 2, once per bar, and create. Okay, you want those alerts because that's going to get you in early on a trend. 30-minute time frame. We can run through and have a look at a few of these, but before we do, keep this really simple. There's a couple of other settings. If you want them, you can set them up. See these shaded zones here and here. You want to be trading into a void. You may or may not want to set that up, but that's just in the trend bars. It's the accumulation distribution level, so it's picking up previous levels where there's been a lot of business done. It's picking up an accumulation of order blocks historically and overlaying them together. So they'll give you these levels. So I would be inclined to go open, close, extend right, okay, remove that, you don't need it. And color, just keep it subtle. Look where I've set this. It's just subtle. Okay, you don't want this thing freaking you out on the chart, right? Just keep it subtle. These two, you want these two. And then what that will give you is, you can see it, support and resistance levels. And the other indicator you want is this one. This is previous high and low. All right, so you want to be watching where you're trading. Okay, so now see how we've broken this low. All right, now I'm inclined to look for another opportunity here at the euro pound. And you're just looking at the previous price swing. That's it. Where is the price swing? High to low. Keep it simple. Fibonacci, high to low, and entry point around the 50 to 61.8. Simple as that. Stop loss, right? Above the previous swing. This is a 30-minute time frame, right? Above the previous swing, or you might want to go with the 1 hour time frame. I don't mind the 30. There's the previous swing here, and it's a set and forget. 1.5R. It's up to you. You can go 2R if you want, but 1.5, set and forget. Leave it alone. That's it. It either gets taken out, or it hits target. That's it. Now, if you want to go a little bit wider with this stop, go above this. Well, actually, look what we've got here. See this white line? That's a previous monthly high or low. Now, it's just starting to paint on the chart. You can see that. All right, so there you go. Stop loss can go above that. So go down to 1.5R by default, if you like. All right. You can stretch it out to 2. I like 1.5. It's a happy in between. You lose one, it'll cost, in this case, $50 or thereabouts. Shut some of these early. Here you go, look, $50, right? And then you win one and you're up around $70, $80. You see here? Okay. So losing one's no big deal. Winning two puts you well and truly in front, but basket of trades is the key to this. The only thing you want to watch is correlated pairs or same pairs, pound, yen, euro, yen, Aussie yen. That could be a bit overkill, right? So just be careful there. I'm keeping my risk at 0.1% at the moment. per trade. Why? Because I'm opening a basket of trades and I'm trading now 5 prop firm accounts. I opened a new one yesterday, and you want to be well and truly under that 4% daily drawdown thing. Now you need to work out your risk, right? So 0.1 times 10 trades and you're risking 1%, right? So you can't go too far wrong. 0.2% per trade, you could bump it up. Okay, 10 trades will then expose you to the worst case scenario. You lose the lot, which is unlikely. A 2% drawdown, slow and steady. So let's just run through some of these and see how they look. Aussie CAD, green and green. This was a trade I took, I think. Oh no, that was something else. Okay, let's get rid of that. See how this is trading into a void here. Right, you can see the white shaded zone through here, and then there's a bit of a void through here. Right, so that is an opportunity. There's no other technical analysis. It's simple as, does it stack up, yes or no? Aussie Swiss, yep. Green, green. Okay, you get my drift. I think you could take these white shaded zones out because I really don't want you to get distracted. I mean, it's there if you want them, but the other thing you can use that's quite reliable is this. And I prefer this, to be honest. You know, just take that out. This indicator here, look, there's your levels. And the trend channel will give you, see the yellow line flashing on and off here? And the orange one. So the orange one here is a previous weekly. Weekly. So just use that. So this orange line up here is a previous weekly. Right, they're going to be your levels, your targets. So in this case, we've pushed off. Have a look at the price swing. Swing low, swing high. I want to pull back into equilibrium. Low to high, use your Fibonacci. All right, and a possible buy would be down in here. There's a target. Well, you know, you could go under the previous monthly low. That's a 2R target, you know, but if you want to go for your 1.5, well, by default, there it is. And the other thing with targets, you could just have a look left, you know, pick up that. That's your target. See that? This range, the range between that high and this low. All right, this price range is what we're working in at the moment. So anyway, I'll be doing videos on this on a regular basis. I'll be going into VIP mentoring videos fairly regularly. But that's the thing, guys. So click the link below, DM me, click the link in the pinned message in free Telegram, click the link to Telegram in the description and jump on board. Gain access. Yeah, with that, hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next one.